Hey, I thought I'd hop on and just introduce myself. My name is Tammy. I'm a teacher and former mental health professional, mom of 4, and a grandma. And honestly, helping people's always been a part of who I am for as long as I can remember. And really, that started back in junior high. I had an amazing counselor who told me something that I will always remember. He taught me that what I was going through wasn't my fault. And I remember way back then thinking to myself, if I could help just one person like he helped me, pay it forward, then it would all be worth it. So I made it my life's mission from that moment on to help other people. Whether it was in social work or teaching, I knew that that was my calling. So over the years, I've worked with state parolees, I've worked with individuals and families in mental health crisis, I've worked with countless families and students in my classrooms. Some families, kids don't even know where their next meal's coming from. Kids that deal with mental health issues all the time. But it's been a personal issue as well. I've dealt with mental health challenges in my own family with one of my own kids. I've also dealt with chronic pain my entire life. First, in my 20s with chronic migraines. I was put on medication after medication, sent from doctor to doctor. And then even in my late 40s, I had to have both knees replaced. They were bone on bone. I didn't want to have them done, but it wasn't a choice. I even went as far as having to be put on medication for RA after going to countless doctors being told, nothing's wrong with you, all the tests are normal. How many of you have dealt with that before? Fast forward to July of 2024 when I thought my life was over. I had a stroke. I was actually driving and I was blessed to be able to call my husband. I pulled over and thank you, Jesus. He was able to get to me quickly. He's a paramedic and he was able to call for help. I got to the hospital and I received the TPA drug in time and I was blessed to recover. However, I did deal with some aphasia for some time. That wasn't the end of it though. Almost a year later, I was diagnosed with POTS, which if you don't know is a disorder that affects your nervous system and your heart rate, which I would not wish on my worst enemy. When you stand, your heart rate plummets, and for a lot of people, they pass out. For months, I went to doctor, ologist to ologist as I called them. I felt like a grandma, trying to figure out what was going on. And everybody said, yeah, you're pretty jacked up, Tammy. At one point, a hematologist even literally told me they were looking for zebras. What doctor tells you they're looking for zebras? And I remember thinking to myself, I can't keep living like this. This sucks. I am too young to be dealing with this. So I made a decision and I decided to take my health in my own hands. I stopped waiting and I started looking for alternatives. That's what led me to alternative wellness and eventually to Super Patch. And I'm just going to be honest and I'm going to be real with you because I've seen gimmicks and I'm not about gimmicks. The changes I've experienced have been life-changing. My balance and stability are back. After doing hours and hours of PT with little to no progress, I have more energy again. I have focus again because of the focus patch. I'm not taking my nausea medication 5 to 6 times a day anymore. And the best part, I can go up and down the stairs without drama and struggling. I can get on the floor with Camden and play with my 3-year-old grandson. That's what's truly amazing. So if you've ever been in a place where your body is failing and you know how big that is, I get you. I see you. I am a far cry from where I was when they were looking for zebras, that's for sure. So if any part of my story resonates with you, I see you. If you're struggling, I understand. If you're searching for some answers and you're tired of not getting anywhere, I see you. I'm here to help. I want to be there if I can, because that's the promise I made to myself back in junior high, to help other people in any way I can. If I can help even one person, it's worth it. And hey, if I can learn how to do social media and make videos at this stage of my life, you can do anything too. Trust me. we're never too old to grow and learn unless we're not here. So I think I've got a lot of growing and learning to do. So if any of this spoke to you, drop a comment, reach out, just follow along and watch the journey. I'm glad you're here. Follow along, drop a comment. So glad you listened.